What's going on, y'all? Peace, light, and love. Thank you for connecting with me. I am Shakesha. This is the Pretty Priestess Podcast, and I'm in the house. Hey, yo, did y'all have a beautiful holiday weekend? Even if you don't celebrate the holiday. I love the holiday. You know, Negroes, we love the holiday. I heard Minister Farrakhan say, Negroes love the holiday. And he was sure enough right. And I was Negroing the holiday. I had chicken, I had watermelon. You know, I am a true Negro. I had all those stereotypical Negro shits going on in my life, and I enjoyed myself. And while the holiday isn't as impactful as it was for me once upon a time, I still enjoy spending time with my family in essence, even though these and I ain't get into the get in there and tell them about how this is all a bunch of bullshit, this and that and the other, but just spending time with the family, kicking it with them. Sometimes we got to recognize that we got to meet folks right where they're at. And I say that because I was just rapping with a buddy of mine that was telling me about how they don't celebrate the holiday. They family got it all twisted in the game and this and that and the other. And I cautioned that if we really want to begin to keep the peace, it's not a go along to get along. See, when you compromise those things that you truly value, that's the go along to get along. See, some things ain't even worth it. It don't even matter at the end of the day. We just getting together and enjoying each other's company because whatever the occasion is, I don't give a shit whose day it is. If I get a day to spend some time with my family, then I am here for it. And we got some characters in my family. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we got some folks that really know how to show their ass in these streets. And it did not go down. There was no incidents. We in a new cycle, y'all. I'm here to tell y'all some shit. We had a beautiful holiday. Now, let me tell you something. I had to pull out my little bag of tricks too, right? I always make sure that I got some high vibration music. If it's at my house, we got some high vibration music that's rocking in the background. And I always make sure if there's alcohol there that I work with the god Hote, who is a patron saint, who will assist you in helping to maintain the atmosphere. So when you get folks that come over and they get under the influence of alcohol, they don't fall into that lower vibration energy where they start getting mad, offended, and wanting to, pick a fight with somebody and everything. No, we get that energy right on up out of there. Because when we work with Hote, what he does is allows everybody to stay in that higher vibration of celebration, right? Where we're enjoying ourselves, we're celebrating, we're having a good time, the overindulgence where ain't nobody falling out, passing out, pissing their pants and all and exposing unwanted details of people's lives and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We get all of that shit that used to go on and crack, back in the day. But now it seems that we have definitely matured as we have evolved. And so, shit was good. We had a beautiful time, a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful time. And, I had the grandbabies and they did an Easter egg hunt and everything. And, we did not get into the whole thing about Ishtar, had a friend of mine that wanted to break that science down. And I mean, if somebody is asking for that, maybe so. But sometimes it's just good to relax and enjoy the atmosphere and find those things that we have common ground on and agree. And so, and that just makes for just a more divine exchange. And so I was just, I was feeling that shit. I was kicking it. Hold up. Let me show you. I'm gonna give y'all a sample of some shit I was putting on. Hold up. Where's my playlist? Because I gotta tell y'all, I was boogie in. Here we go. Here's what. Up. I was doing it like that, right? And you know how we. Now I'm gonna tell you something. You can't be in a bad mood listening to that. Who in the you know stop that shit. See, that's the type of groove you put on. You put on some holiday. You know what I'm saying? Put some shit like that on. You usher in that. You usher in Hote to help us regulate. And I'm telling you, this is a recipe for success. You got the science for free right here. Right here. That's how you transmute some energy right there. When you know you got some folks that like to show up and be in a special way, or you just want to make precautionary moves, right? High vibration, Hote, all day. Yeah. So I want to also, oh my goodness, we kicked it on the cipher. We talked about sexual energy. I had all these questions, got kind of stuck in a wormhole, a portal I went through where we started talking about the polyamorous relationships, and it just shifted and we got there and we was just like kind of in that vibe. But I guess this is something that needed to be discussed, dealt with, and addressed. We ended up in this space, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But I do trust divine order. And so we ended up going through that rabbit hole and everything. And I'm like, that I'm always trying to look out for myself. You heard? I'm always looking out for myself. See, it's always usually at the end of the day about me. I bring a bunch of people on here that know a whole bunch of shit that I'm sure will always have something to enlighten me, to assist me in my life journey, and bring them on and try to learn as much as I can. And we ended up going through, and so I try to always tailor shit. You know what I'm saying? To not only bring out some educational shits like that, but to also just to get folks to really begin to engage. And we're starting to really make that, you know what I'm saying, make that move where we starting to really feel in a space where we can really speak our truths. And that is exactly what the intention of that whole cipher is, fam, y'all, for real. We got to learn how to master the sacred art of speaking our truth, holding space for that, and allowing someone else to see it differently and holding space for that. So yeah, but that was, you know what I'm saying? But that was definitely a dope ass discussion. We'll probably review that at another time whenever Spirit you know what I'm saying, gives it to one of us to address. Because I did ask the rest of the cipher if they wanted to begin to present some discussions to the table so that we can, talk it about. Because one thing I know for sure, I ain't the only person that Spirit is speaking to. And I get so much confirmation from the cats in the cipher that it was just really laid on my heart to reach out to them to see if there's some things that they would like to discuss. One of the things that I don't do is try to pull that shit from off the top of my head, because I do realize that, I will get into a discussion and have an impression that people will know what I'm talking about, and they don't know what I'm talking about, or somebody else will get in the middle of a discussion and they have no idea, or I have no idea. And I'm good for that. I'm here for that. You know what I'm saying? What you talking about? If I don't know what in the hell you talking about, then this is an opportunity for me to really get in here. You know what I'm saying? And learn something. However, if I'm the only person that know what in the hell is going on, then there's no opportunity for me to learn. And that's a space I just don't want to be in. It does not help at all for me to be the only person that happened to run across that. You know what I'm saying? That's some bullshit right there. I don't like that space at all. So we go definitely make sure that it's a lot better in finding those things that all of us are interested in. Spirit has definitely given me a lot of things that we do need to tackle. And more often than not, the shit's right on point, because I check the energetic forecast in the astrology, and it always seems to line up with all of those things that Spirit was suggesting we deal with. And so I look forward to and anticipate getting other input, other insights and everything. And then, also I am absolutely certain that when I begin looking into the astrology, how that will sort of speak to the energy that we're dealing with or about to deal with real soon. So that shit's gangster. I just love how divine order works like that, for real, for real, for real. So damn, and then we had a lot of stuff that's going on. So this 7-year right is in effect. If you don't know, man, like all types of shit's been going on. I quit watching the news because it was upsetting me. Every time I turned around, somebody was shooting, and damned if they ain't shooting in Louisville. And a dude I grew up with, he live in Louisville and everything. And I'm glad he okay and everything. But it's just, you know what I'm saying? Shit happens in Memphis, and got some soul family there. And, we just got a lot of shit that's just going on in these streets, but ain't nobody, really safe or immune. Like people getting killed in Pittsburgh all the time. You know what I'm saying? On the East Coast, the West Coast, down South. It's just, you know what I'm saying? We in a space right now where folks is just wilding the hell out. And we've been in a space where people have been wilding out, but now it just seems the charge of energy on it is a lot different. I am optimistic because I've been reading the way that the energy is going, that we will begin to move forward, and it's going to be for our highest and greatest good. I know so many people are concerned about the future and about the way shit's going to be turning out, because they're talking about the economic system crashing and then all of this other shit that's going down. And then, oh my goodness, Ashe to the Cash App guy. That's so fucked up, man. Somebody, I think they stabbed him up or some bullshit like that. Oh, yeah. 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 There's some shit with that. There is some shit with that. And what's really crazy is that I went to the store and noticed that the system of delivering transactions has slightly changed. Like you won't notice it because, it just caught my eye. And so I don't think that was a coincidence that it just caught my eye. And I noticed that it was saying United States federal dollar or something like that, or United States federal system, or United States dollars federal system, or something like that, to show that these transactions are being controlled up under, that particular system. So that's something new that I've just noticed is happening. And this Cash App guy, apparently, everybody got a Cash App, right? But you can move and trade money and do all types of things, and that wasn't really being controlled by the Fed. And so, I'm just saying, in these streets, these folks is real gangsters out here. But yeah, I want to send love and light out to all of those people that are affected by all of this misfortune and all of the madness and the mayhem that's going on out here in these streets. And then, oh man, I was so disappointed. Say it ain't so. The Dalai Lama, y'all, the Dalai Lama. Did y'all hear about the Dalai Lama? Y'all hear about the Dalai Lama? The Dalai Lama. They say he's sitting up there, he was inappropriate with some kid, and they caught him on camera asking this baby to suck on his tongue. You know, God, I hope that's not the truth, you know. But they said that he made a public apology for it. Well, you know, I wanted to give him a pass. You know, it is the Dalai Lama and all, you know. He said he was real sorry. But yeah, he said he was real sorry. But the moral compass being in check, see, this is why it's so important for us to be real clear on what our values are. Because you get in a space like that. I was tempted to forgive the Dalai Lama, tell everybody that's bullshit. He didn't do no such thing. It didn't happen. And then I was presented, well, he apologized for it. And so then I didn't have anything left. I wanted to forgive him. If he apologized, well, you need to forgive him then, you know. And I do forgive him. But that don't mean that you don't get to see the justice. The child doesn't get to see the justice. The family doesn't get to see the justice. And I don't know how long that has been happening. And my concern is who in the hell is in this man's circle that's allowing shit like this to go down? I mean, for this to be so brazen, typically when people is bold like that with shit they ain't supposed to do, they've been getting away with that shit for quite some time. But, you know, maybe he didn't think nothing was wrong with it, because that's what I heard, you know. I want to trust and believe what it's the Dalai Lama, y'all. Damn, the Dalai Lama. But we better buckle up and stay tuned, because it is on. And then we look at these charts, y'all. We look at these stars and the way that it is lining up. This shit's so gangster because it's so accurate. It's so, and shout out to my astrology class with Miss Blue, the Soul Family, the Self-Invested Crew. Man, I've been getting my learn on. And I got to tell you, I've never felt more confident. I fucked around, made a mistake, and did far more trust. She did a list of charts. I thought she wanted to just do all of them. It was 2. And I'm kind of glad that I made that mistake, because it has helped me to feel a lot more confident with what I'm looking at. And so, you know, that's a definite shout with that, because for the most part, I was breezing through the astrology just through intuition. And I really couldn't identify how I knew what the chart said, but I just did. And you know what I'm saying? And that was making it kind of difficult and making me feel some type of way. Now that I can actually read the chart, it will definitely make things more proficient. It will definitely make things pop a little bit more, because then I can bring it together, because there will be some things that will come up that I just didn't notice in the chart, but it'll be like, oh. And now looking at the chart, this is the reason why, is because this means this, and this goes there, and that goes that, and A plus B equals C. So it was just, you know what I'm saying? It was gangster. But I want y'all to know, you need to buckle up, buckle up, buckle up. Stay tuned. It is on. So we got all of these situations that's going on out here in the world. And we see the wars. We see the exposures. And this is what time this is. This is exactly the time that it is. We got Saturn, which is the energy of major life lessons, not just ambition. We know that, you know what I'm saying, is about ambition and all of that other stuff. Major life lessons. It's also connected to the devil card, right? This energy of Saturn, of Capricorn, and of the devil, they're all connected energies, similar, not exactly the same. But how I experience it is that it's all connected energy. And so with studying the tarot and the astrology system and numerology and bringing those all together has given me so much light, so many light codes that it is absolutely insane. But when I look at that energy, we dealing with the energy of obsession, addictions, major life issues. This is Saturn. Pisces is in the realm of addictions. If you don't know it, now you do, be hip. You know what I'm saying? Pisces is also the energy of, hold up, where my note? The imaginative, the mystical, the sensitive. And that attached behavior, because not only is it just like drugs and alcohol escapism, like it can be like attachment to whatever, gambling, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Too much TV. You know what I'm saying? And this energy coming together with Capricorn is all about straightening that shit out. What's working for you, what's serving you at the end of the day, and what ain't. And then we got Neptune lining up, getting in the hat, squaring up, nigga. Getting up. All up in this energy. We got Saturn and Neptune in the realm of Pisces. See, so now this is talking about all of the shit we alluding, all of the delusions we had a moment and shit on the cipher. I didn't even recognize that. And then I woke up like, I got a bias. So when the goddess was saying that she thought that more than one man was going to be gangster for her, I said, well, she thought that was going to be a winner for her. I said, nigga, that is gangster, nigga. That is gangster, right? Because I am a girl's. I am pro-woman. And I do realize that I can't be so pro-woman that I end up being not pro-guy, because I ain't never going to be anti-man. But I damn sure ain't going to be the person that's not pro men as well. So I want to definitely make sure that I'm giving that equal opportunity, as much as I possibly can. But when I noticed that, I was watching, what was that shit? I was watching the Breakfast Club. And they had Brother Umar on there. He talked about how he this alpha man and he got to have him more than one woman, because that's what alpha men need, more than one woman. They can't just be dealing with one particular woman, you see. They need a selection, because it's just so much of them. And I said, that's dickhead energy. And I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm still sipping on that. But here's where I'm at still. You know what I'm saying? You know what, bro? If you can convince these women that it's better to share you, then God damn it, you get it, bro. For real. If you can convince these cats out here in the street, if this is where it's at for you, and this is for anybody, because Aquarius moon came in there and shook the room, letting us know. I forgot all about that shit. You know what I'm saying? I forgot all about, people tell you shit and you don't really fully absorb what in the hell it is that they saying, because you more focused and concerned on well-being than the minutia of shit. Well, that's what, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, hold up, she did tell me some shit like that. I forgot about that bullshit. But yeah, it was a beautiful exchange, because then we got a chance to really explore all of that. But back to this Saturn energy and this Neptune energy squaring off up here in Pisces, right? We talking about being crystal clear on all of those type of thought processes like that. Those biases like the one that I had, yeah, that's that energy right there. You know what I'm saying? It's certainly not me. I ain't like that. I'm an equal opportunity person. Yeah. See, this is that time where we getting that particular energy straight. You heard? So this is what we talking about. All of those things we've been bullshitting ourselves on, all of those things that we've been letting fall by the wayside, we get to revisit that. And we get to address that. Then we get Pluto that's coming into Aquarius. Everybody's scared of the artificial intelligence, the AI. Word on the street is that that's supposed to be antichrist energy. You know what I'm saying? So there goes there go a whole nother other. If that's what if that's, I mean, if that's the thought process you're along on, it's a possibility. It is a possibility. I can see how that, you know what I'm saying? So that's just definitely something for me to, something to sip on right there. I ain't spending too much time with it. You know why? Because, I don't like that thought. I don't like that thought at all. So I'm gonna move to another thought. I'm going to think about how this can serve us at the end of the day. See, because I ain't really so focused on whether it's good, whether it's evil, but whether or not it serves. See, I have thrown away the whole duality mentality a while back. And so, does it serve or not is where the concern is. And so, with that, it doesn't work for us. And this is probably part of the reason why I do not attach my phone to my hip. I will set that phone down. I'll get on my phone. I'll make my calls. I'll check my social media page, post something up if I got something on my heart, set that damn ass phone down and go on about my business. I heard a cat that was talking about he couldn't fucking set his phone down for an hour. That's a shame, fam. That's a shame. See, those is the cats that I'm concerned about with this AI technology boost. If you ain't got see, now this is an opportunity. See, there goes some Saturn and Neptune and Pisces type of fucking dealing right there. Let's be $150. Let's keep it real. See, if we don't have that under control, our technology is beginning to shift, and so that if you don't get a handle on it, it's gonna get a handle on you, and you'll find yourself in a space you don't want to be in. You'll be so chained, so hooked onto it, so obsessed up in this damn particular bullshitting ass energy on a phone, living a virtual life. We already watching reality shows, watching somebody else live a life while we sit on the couch and watch them enjoy life while we sit on the couch. What the hell? Like, you know what I'm saying? Now watching somebody live their life as our entertainment. And no shit, I do that shit too. I'm sitting up there, I watch this shit about, these folks, a 90-day fiance, and they find somebody that want to marry them, and they come over here, and then they act surprised when they ain't really in love with them. And they even went, whatever. But they brought somebody over here, and they gave them all of the signs that it ain't really a true thing. But loneliness is a sad affair. And if we really want to be compassionate and look at things through the eyes of compassion, we'll also recognize that, there's just some people that's out here in these streets. I could ridicule them because I could show zing them. I want to. But the higher self is stepped in and let me get a little, just allows me to get a little bit of insight into the choices and the decisions that people make when they're in extreme conditions, when you're too tired, too hungry, too angry, and too lonely. When you in those conditions, you make decisions that's not in your best interest. I done lost my track and where in the hell I was going. But anyway, I was talking about that Pluto and Aquarius energy. I'm talking about, I be having everything lined the hell up and then lose my shit. Anyway. That Pluto and Aquarius, that Neptune and Pisces is real. Oh, yes, I'm back to my point. Here it is. So on that whole Pluto thing, see, we only getting a taste of that energy, right? So we starting to see the technology leap a little bit. We starting to see a lot of shit get exposed. The humanitarian thing is popping off. But then in September, some shit like that, we fall right back, Pluto, in the Capricorn. Why is that? Because Capricorn also rule over like institutions and shit like that, right? And I remember back in 2020, I was talking about our Pluto returns, right? And the Pluto return is all about like that upheaval, that change and everything. And at that day, it was on 222 in 2022. It was at 27 degrees Capricorn, right? That's when the Declaration of Independence was signed, right? And what else was going on? Well, it was a lot of shit going on. I just remember the Declaration of Independence, being signed at that particular time. But whatever Pluto comes to in contact with, we will experience a catharsis, even if it's slow. A build up and then a purge is a catalyst for renewal. And so then we looked at all of these things that's happened. Hold up, we got the United States, the Revolutionary War. When they broke off of Great Britain, all of those old ass history levels and everything. That was around that particular time, though, right? So now we are looking at that whole Pluto returns. And so now we got, some of this shit, you know what I'm saying? Some folks got exposed. I heard about some folks over there in Tennessee. They done got the rug pulled from up under them. They slip was definitely showing, and now we gonna see the rest of this shit start showing up. Because see, this is in the energy. This is the way that it's in the stars, it's in the alignment. This is just how it goes. It's not a game. So it goes back into Capricorn. I think after September, somewhere in there, in the fall, somewhere over there. You know what I'm saying? Go back into Capricorn, where we get an opportunity to go and sweep up some of them pieces, right? These institutions, the systems that's been corrupt. We go see what in the hell what it do. And we go learn some shit this year. 2024 is going to be interesting. 2025 is going to be compelling. I look forward to these opportunities. I signed up to be here, and what a time it is. It's going down out here in these streets. You need to know that these new babies that's coming in here, they came to shift this shit. We go change the game in these streets. I don't give a shit what nobody say. I ain't turning into nobody's computer, nobody's artificial intelligence. You ain't put no chip in my motherfucking brain. It ain't going down that way. I'm here to tell you that we go shift this and we go change the world. And these kids, these babies that's coming in here, oh, they wired just a little different, huh? These new babies, if you pay attention to the ones that was born, 2010, 20, you know what I'm saying? Around that time and everything, these kids is vibrating a whole lot different. And the kids that was before them is vibrating different. And we got all of these generations. And see, now my generation, we starting to move into the elder seat and everything. And I'm the generation, that one of the first generations where the hip hop started coming up. See, and that was one of the vehicles that allowed us all to start merging our cultures together, right? And so that's going to start. And that was important in dissipating a lot of the fear factors and whatnot, right? And so as we begin to progress more and more forward. So then my children's generation, they got some different, they got introduced, they was the first ones to get introduced to this whole internet and social media shit. And then the next, then their children, or is this generation that's coming up that's going to be instrumental. My children and their children, instrumental in making a lot of these policy changes that this Pluto return is going to fucking bring up. We go see a lot of policy changes, a lot of changes in the way that we do things. See, this artificial technology, the advance in technology, it may not necessarily be a bad thing. We talking about, like, you know what I'm saying? The energy of Capricorn is also around age and technology to help us live longer and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like we are going to be able to truly surpass the shit we thought was some gangster technology. It ain't nothing. Now, I remember when I had a VCR. I thought I was doing it big. A DVD player, you say? Shit. Now I get laughed at because, I still got my DVD player and people want to laugh about that shit. I wish I still had my VCR. I like shit like that. However, all obsolete. And that shit is just a moment in a blink of an eye. That shit happens so quickly. I still got one of the old phones and shit from back in the day, with the, little dial on it, just to, show my grandkids. I'm glad I had one of those joints. You know what I'm saying? Like, technology is gangster. But you got to be the person that's in the seat. You got to take the wheel. You can't just cash your care. You know what I'm saying? See, that's what the problem is in this world. We got everybody want to cash their care. Let it be somebody. Let Joe and Kamala deal with it. I'm going to go back to sleep. And this is the reason why we find ourselves in these spaces, because we let somebody else take the wheel. We don't listen to the facts. We let our emotions run us, and we don't let intuition kick in. We put it to sleep. We disconnect from the star player, and we just navigate these streets just like everybody else. I'm through with it. All right. Anyway, we got an opportunity. We got an opportunity here to change the direction. And how we do that is by changing our vibration. The major key to making that happen in our life is by raising our vibration. Because again, I say, when your frequency is up here, demons can't see you when your vibration is at such a point, because they vibrate on lower levels. And so all of those energies of the little shit that gets to you, your frequency being raised up so high, it doesn't affect you so much. And so you're not all stressed out by all of the calamity that's going on in this world. This is what we're going to need to do in order to navigate that. It's a lot of shit going on, fam. A lot of shit. And the science on this is for us to really be aware of how our body works, how we work, so that we will be able to navigate all of this madness that's going on around us successfully. I could ramble on and on, but I'm missing the point that I was trying to bring here. There is a science and an art to this, but on the science side, I want to talk about the happiness chemicals. That's dopamine, oxytocin, endorphins, and serotonin. These are chemicals that help you to stay in higher vibrations within our body. Dopamine is our reward chemical. That's activated by eating. When you achieve your goals, don't nothing bring you some dopamine like winning. When you take care of yourself and show yourself love. It doesn't necessarily mean you got to run out and blow no money on yourself, but just really being good to yourself. Spend a day just relaxing is self-care. Going to a park, just chilling in nature, looking up at the clouds, self-care. Oxytocin is the love hormone. After sex, women, definitely that oxytocin make you want to cuddle and shit afterwards and shit like that. The love hormone, that oxytocin, you get that through socializing, being around people that show you love, not around a bunch of motherfuckers at the end of the day looking to pick you apart, talk some shit, or gossip about everybody else. Not them people. But socializing with folks that raise the vibration. These are things that's going to help us lift it up. Physical touch. We need contact. We can't always have cyber friends and shit. Petting animals. You notice everybody running around with a dog now. Everybody don't need no fucking dog. That's the other thing too. You know, now that I've been cleaning and shit, I need y'all to know everybody don't need a dog. Don't get all emotional getting these damn ass dogs, and then you don't want to clean up behind your damn dog. You don't want to take care of the dog. You let the dog stink up your house and curse your life. And the dog coming to bring a blessing, and you too lazy to see about them. You got to take care of them dogs. Do you know they need an agency to get in there and intervene when you too trifling to have a dog? I'm just saying, I hate that shit. Then the hell you go live in squalor, dog shit all in your house, all over the place. You got dog fur every goddamn where, and your house smell like dog piss and shit, and you just lay in that condition. I said it, I don't give a shit. Anyway, moving forward. Endorphins is the painkiller. You get that through exercising, listening to music. Oh, let me tell you something. That rescue remedy, when I get swole about that shit with these dogs, that rescue remedy playlist, it got that holiday jam on there. Definitely, definitely got all high vibration music. I need that shit in my life because it's the little shit like that that just piss me off still. And there's nothing that I can do to shake that. It's just something that's in me that pisses me off. And I just got to remind myself, this is that thing, Keish. It's that thing right there. Serotonin is a mood stabilizer. I need that in my life. By getting into some sun exposure, being in nature, being mindful, it's that thing. Meditation. Some people want to live this way. They ain't coming to your house with it, and that's okay. They get to do that. They get to live in squalor with the dog stinking their house. If that's how they want to do it, they get to do that. But I really want to encourage folks that if you want to raise the vibration on your life, I promise you, addressing that is the move to make. And if you're in Pittsburgh, you need to call ENC and we'll come and get your upholstery and your carpets together at a very beautiful price. But anyway, there's an art to navigating happy. And that's through self-discovery and being in tune. That don't mean that you ain't gonna never get pissed off, because I am the queen of aggravation sometimes. I don't need that shit in my life. And what I do now is accept it and get myself into a space. You know, they go live with the dog. That's just the way they want to do it. They let the dog piss. I don't give a damn. In your bed, for all I care. Whatever. Live this way. Let him piss on your head, on your bed, in your red. I don't care. Or, well, I mean, in your shed. I don't care. Whatever. All right. But anyway, the art of navigating this happiness is through self-discovery. And when you develop your unique and authentic way to activate the chemicals in your daily life by being aware and being intentional and raising your vibration, it will be a part of your programming. It is imperative that we find what works for us, because we're not going to be immune to the aggravation. But our response to the aggravation, how we handle the minutia, it will change the direction of our lives. And I get it. Trust me when I'm telling you, out here in these streets, there's just some folks that just really get me going. Not really, but they used to, though. They used to. I'm telling you, they did. And sometimes they because I got to tell you, it hurts my heart to see somebody living in foulness. However, these are the chemicals. That is the science. to finding that happiness. It is so imperative, y'all. It is super imperative. One more quick thing. I'm gonna tell you something. When I was kicking it with the family and they was trying to help me, ask me to help them understand how we can be in different dimensions and what that looks like. And I don't know if my mind was just blanking, but I couldn't really give them a scientific answer. What was kept flying out of my mouth was more connected to vibration and how imperative it is for us to master our vibration, because the vibration that we have determines the dimension that we're on. And so if you want to vibrate low, you'll vibrate and then you will experience lower dimension shit. But if you're on a higher vibration, you'll start to recognize that you start experiencing higher vibration shit. Now, we got some folks that tell you it's all about the diet and all of this other stuff. I'm not so sure about that, because I done seen some stank-a-dank ass niggas in these streets that got clean diets and they just as mean as a rattlesnake. Sisters out here drinking nothing but water, eating fruits and vegetables, meaner than a junkyard dog. So I don't know about all of that. I'm sure it's helpful having a healthy diet, because high vibrational food is high vibrational output. You putting that fuel in you, you know you go be flying good, huh? But that's not the only key. Certainly not. More about the things, see, that, you know, the part of our diet is about the things that we take in, the things that we listen to. So for those of us that are still working out the kinks, one of the things that is a little bit more downstream is shifting the vibration in your music. If you listen to the cipher, you would have heard Aquarius Moon talk about that. However, that vibration in that music will definitely assist us in activating all of these happiness chemicals that's going to assist us in our journey, right? We want that reward chemical and that dopamine, the oxytocin for that love hormone, the endorphins is the painkiller, and the serotonin, the mood stabilizer. I done talked for a very long time and rambled on about some things that, you know, whatever, that's what I do. However, I did get that information to you that I was trying to share, is those happiness chemicals and ways that we can hack them so that we can navigate these streets in a higher vibration. We need this in our life. There's a lot going on and more to come. We need this. So I'm going to end it. Hold up, where my tune at? Because I want to tell you, I'm going to leave it out with holiday. Peace and light, peace and love.